Hi there, Internet Associate. It's Anthony, and I'm here again with my good friend,
Kyland.
and we're about to watch another episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, this is season 4, episode 2, Living Conditions. Episode 1 was really fun, really cool. You got any thoughts now, Kylan, now that we're on episode 2, what this might be about, or just what you expect it to be like?
Well, I'm expecting them to, I don't know, it's almost most certainly going to be another Monster of the Week episode. I don't think they're going to get too bogged down into story on episode 2 right off the rip, unless the story is something that's super, 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 super dense that they feel like they're going to have to unpack over a lot of episodes. Then, in which case, then by all means, I feel like this would be very plot driven. But for the most part, I'm expecting a more Monster of the Week type episode because it's early in the game, and most times in the seasons, the season starters are the kind of like setting the tone for the whole season, overall. So I don't know. The last episode kind of gave us, as you said, a return to form. As I said, they're them going back to their roots with just fighting vampires, straight up vampires, and not any like demons or whatever. So maybe they're stepping into that territory again, playing with the idea. Faith is still alive, so like, is she still a proponent in this show? Like, where does she fit in? Like, what's going on? I feel like if they would, this is a show that would have killed the character if they weren't going to use her. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I was also thinking about how, I guess another reason with Faith being in a coma could be convenient to plot is just that since she's a Slayer, if she dies, another Slayer has to be introduced. So that's another.
Oh yeah.
I thought about. I'm like, just thinking from
Do
a
you think a
perspective.
coma constitutes as somebody being dead?
No, I mean, like, you mean in terms of Slayer rules?
Yeah.
I don't think it would, because I mean, I would guess they have to actually lose their life.
Yeah.
But
But do you
yeah,
think? But I get no. This isn't like a coma like Buffy was in, because Buffy actually did lose her life.
yeah, I think she was like literally dead for a bit there. Another thing to consider is that the people at the end of last episode, that military group.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely. That
yeah,
was probably the setup.
yeah, that could be something. And one
They
thing I
really
meant to,
snuck that in there.
yeah, for sure. And one more thing I meant to ask you last episode, or at least when we did the angel reaction, had you noticed that Cordelia wasn't in that first episode of Buffy?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I was just wondering if you noticed, because I noticed you didn't comment on it or anything.
Yeah, I didn't comment on it because I don't know why I didn't comment on it.
Mm.
It just, it made sense because she didn't really confirm that she would be staying in Sunnydale at the
Yeah,
end of season 3. So I kind of just expected her to be gone.
yeah, makes sense.
But
Well,
I have gone on record to say Cordelia is like one of my favorite characters, was one of my favorite characters on Buffy. So she will be missed, I feel.
at least now we got Angel.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, you said that on like the first or second episode. Most people don't really start to like Cordelia until like Lovers Walk or
Are you
something.
serious?
I mean, I've been hearing a lot
That's
of
pretty
people.
late in the game for some
I
Cordelia
mean,
liking
like,
though.
not necessarily until then, but like, I know I hear a lot of people talk about how it wasn't until she almost died where they really realized how much they liked her or
Oh,
whatever.
wow. That's way earlier for me.
Let's go ahead and get started with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 4, episode 2, Living Conditions.
Also, I noticed that some of my milk was missing. Did you? Oh, yeah, actually I did. I meant to. No, it's totally okay. I was just wondering.
She
I
just
just wanted
helped
to make
herself
sure.
to her milk.
Seriously.
Have a good time?
Yeah, Buffy. It's kind of a overstep.
You too.
Yeah, it seems like an overstep to me too. Although it also seems like she's kind of being portrayed as like really like, uptight or something.
So you're having
Yeah,
trouble
that's
So
getting
I'm
true.
not
Kathy?
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, it seems like that was Buffy's overstep.
Happy hunting. Wish me monsters.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That was pretty tastefully done monster there.
You said a tastefully done?
Yeah. Not too heavy on the gore or like the face, you know.
Kylan Fowler, monster critic.
No, I'm just saying it was just nice. It wasn't too garish, you know.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Sometimes the special effects be spooking me, and sometimes they be underwhelming me.
I caught you. Is everything okay?
The worst monster of all.
Everything's super.
You know who this
I just
reminds
decided
me
a
of?
decaf latte sounded
Who?
like heaven after all.
Her mom.
That is kind of what she called her,
coming
right?
along.
Not yeah. Not just because
So
she
you don't have
said
to walk
that.
these spooky paths alone.
Oh, there's more of them.
Wow. That's the Slayer bag.
She not supposed to find that.
She's gonna hurt herself.
She's trying so hard to avoid her.
Ex-boyfriend or loan shark?
Got it.
Excess dry goods fit nicely in a backpack or your pocket. The wetter items, macaronis, your turkey loaf, then you're in a Ziplocs. It's not for beginners.
This guy is a
I'll
pro.
just take it slow.
Yeah, really.
You all know my roomie, Kathy? Hi.
Hey, Gabby.
Is that my sweater?
Oh, now she's
I
overstepping.
didn't think you'd mind. I mean, you got mine all muddy. I was saving you from a bear.
Big sky country.
Uh-oh. You better catch it. No.
I
Wow.
mean, can you believe her?
But I'm sure the sweater thing was an accident.
Wow, she has to put up with way worse.
Yeah,
I
really.
just got back from the bathroom. I'll call you back.
That's the epitome of main character and supporting character
Don't forget to lock those
relationships.
calls.
The
Yeah,
main
really.
character complaining about everything and supporting character just taking it.
Yeah, really. That's honestly true of a supporting character.
It's like everything she does just bothers Buffy now.
Oh, bet.
Now Buffy got to start writing her name on all her clothes. Whoa.
Wow,
Do
that
you
was a
always
real.
make that noise when you sleep? And the worst part? I wake up and there's Kathy staring at me like I'm some kind of freak.
Well, actually, the worst part, I'd have to go with the demon pouring the blood down your throat.
Me too. I would vote for that.
Oz always keeping things in
That's just a
perspective.
dream, and this Kathy thing is real.
Examine your dreams.
Oh my goodness, what?
Determine their meaning.
You can
I kind of
read
feel
dreams.
sorry for her
It's neat. Giles,
because
Kathy,
she's so
Kathy,
unaware
Giles.
of how much all these
He's
people
our
don't
grown-up
like her.
friend. Not in a creepy way.
I'm guessing that you need to be on your way to class, right, Kat? Sounds like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. And guess what? You were next to it.
Buffy's considering just letting the monster get to her.
This means
Yeah.
Yes, to class.
Which could also be construed as the brain thing.
Not when you're minoring in napping 101.
Wait,
Is
what
that
is-
That
really a
was the
thing?
evil twin, right? 'Cause
Yeah, that was mine.
She's bordering on Cordelia.
It's a popular artist. You don't get their dues. Madonna, Whitney.
So totally true. Parker?
Parker?
Hey,
So did you get along with your sweet
You
mates?
wouldn't have killed her to be nice, you know.
Yeah.
Looked like you were
I
being nice
did.
enough for the both of us. I wasn't.
Wow.
Like, I mean, I am kind of disappointed in Buffy's behavior this episode. I
Yeah,
understand
me
Cat
too.
is
That
annoying.
really took the cake for me.
I mean, what kind of demon runs around? Check around the science center. If you need me, I'll be at the library.
I would hate to have people constantly throwing
Dang.
a party. in the
And
room.
it's like, while Buffy's dealing with her issues that seem like nothing, Willow is really just like muscling through it.
Yeah. And even if, like, you you think that Buffy's issues are close to Willow's level, it's still just fact she's not even really considering Willow's issue at all, or asking her how she's doing.
So then Kathy's like,
Yeah.
it's Sharon.
Nobody deserves mine, Buffy.
Kathy does. She deserves to be locked in an invisible box and...
This feels like one of the first ever Buffy and Oz scenes.
Forced to wear a binding.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Titanic. She's a crawling black cancer. She's other really bad things.
You're just gonna break school property?
You killed them.
Yeah. Gotta use those Slayer powers. Might just have to kill Kathy. You know, she's kind of a monster. There's some justification in it, maybe. Is Buffy's mindset right now? She's just purposely doing something to be annoying. I mean, obviously it's what Kathy's doing too, but ooh,
And
that
it's
Slayer
the same song. That's what's killing me.
Buffy has PTSD when it comes to the eggs.
Huh, true.
These are rough, but don't you want to be talking to Buffy about this?
I would, but she's
Everybody's
so
complaining to
touchy about all
Willow.
kinds of weird stuff. I mean, sometimes I get the feeling that she is not quite normal, you know?
That's better.
Kathy's evil. I'm an evil fighter. It's simple. I'm gonna have to kill her.
Seriously?
I knew that's what this was leading to.
I was just
You
joking.
have to kill. You hurry on to Giles. I'll hang here.
Yeah.
And keep an eye on Kathy.
Great.
Not a smart move.
What you say?
That was a smart move on Willow's
I
part.
just talked to Buffy,
Definitely.
and yeah, I think she's feeling a little insane.
Nice
No,
diagnosis.
Not bitchy.
She has parts that keep growing after they're detached. She irons her genes. She's evil. She has to be destroyed.
I fear the demon that Buffy met in the woods has somehow possessed her.
Light FM. Thing. Do something horrible to herself.
Herself?
Or worse. She's capable of it, you know? You can see it in those shitty little eyes of hers.
Just got so sinister.
These days, she might even push somebody too far.
What? What's that supposed to mean, Kathy?
Avoid the legs. Avoid the legs.
Whoa.
Nope.
Wow.
Not tight enough.
Made short work of them. Chick fight. Whoa, you know, like in the video game, but whoa.
Yeah, wow.
I knew it!
Sheesh. Wow, she was right.
If transdimensional demons involves the forced ingestion of animal blood while the victim slumbers. Buffy's nightmares.
We're real. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I
Wow.
left my dimension to go to college, and they sent these guys after me.
But while the Mock Targar can assume many forms and guises, including human, they can always be recognized by others of their kind due to their lack of a soul.
So I'm borrowing yours. Without even asking. Tonight, when they come looking for me, they'll
So
take the one
she's
without
the one they were
soul.
talking about
Thank God I don't have to watch you
when they
flop
said she's the
anymore. And I
one.
won't have to live with
Ain't it just Buffy's luck that she would just happen to get the demon roommate? I guess it's good that it was her though.
Kathy's toenails not only keep growing after they've been cut, they actually regenerate if they're destroyed.
And that's a demon thing?
Unequivocally, yes. So, where is Buffy?
See, wow, you can't even doubt Buffy.
We have even less time than I feared.
She was really
Look
correct.
up all known reformat at once.
Leaving Xander and me to help Buffy in the flesh.
Hear me.
If only Oz could just become a werewolf on command, that would be so helpful.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
Open up! Let me finish!
Let it be finished. Let the unnatural vessel be emptied. Let the essence be returned to its original host.
Willow and Giles be coming in clutch with the spells. Oh my gosh. Grown-ups just don't understand. They see all 3,000 girls like they're still 900. It's not fair.
Yeah, really.
always thought I was pretty easygoing, you know? It's not like I have the big issues. I don't burn incense or...
You gonna finish this?
Willow got to get out of there. But, all right, that should work out for everyone, hopefully.
There's no such thing as a perfect roommate, man.
Yeah. So what did you think about this episode?
It was pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I liked seeing the dynamic setup, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was kind of curious to see how Buffy's living arrangements would be. So it's kind of cool to see that, see how they're setting that up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because her room was an important part of the Buffy universe, too.
Exactly. And a roommate would inherently be a big character as well. So originally when Kathy's introduced, you would think, oh, wow, so this must be about to be a big character. But ultimately, Willow's just in there, which feels like it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it seems like it makes sense, and I feel like they kind of did themselves a favor.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like they have a lot of stuff in store for season 4 that I feel like they're gonna go with, because I feel like they wouldn't have been able to juggle that extra character. I feel like it would have been a case of something they learned from season 3, where like they had all these extra characters that they wanted to use, but they really couldn't get a chance to properly flesh out, you know?
Yeah. I know what you mean, and it's like that's why it's good they did Angel, because they got to offload a couple of characters at least to you know, to let them get more time to shine and focus more on the characters they have here. So I agree. It seems like a new roommate character probably would have been a lot.
I will say I like Xander a lot more now than I did before.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. He's grown on me. He's a little funnier now. Like before, his jokes were just kind of annoying, but now I feel like his humor is, and his way of life kind of amuses me at this point.
Do you feel like he's gotten more mature?
Yeah, a little bit. Not as much, but a little bit.
His way of life amuses you, so you're just laughing at him?
I mean,
you're
no,
like,
not
ha ha.
really.
You're not a college
I don't
student.
mean it like
I
don't mean it like that.
Well, how much of this did you see coming? Of all, like, I feel like this episode had a few different twists in it.
Yeah, I was really expecting Buffy to be the demon.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was already possessed.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really cool how they did that. Kind of that double twist in a way. Because at first it definitely was feeling like that episode where the kids were influencing Joyce's mom to start the big protest group and all that. Because it was like, it started off small, but then more and more you're like, okay, Buffy seems to really be acting out of character right now. And so it gets to the point where they take away her credibility, kind of, even though we've known her for 3 seasons now. And we know that at the end of the day, Buffy kind of knows what she's talking about. But anybody can be susceptible to being corrupted or whatever. So you just think she's being paranoid and that she just wants any reason to kill Kathy. Like, it really sounded crazy at first. But then she turned out to be right, which I thought was a really nice kind of, you know, double twist. I love it when they do that on this show.
Yeah, really. It really pays off well when they try to do a twist and it pulls and it works out.
Yeah, especially when, like I said, it's a double twist, because I feel like when you watch TV, it's like you start to get kind of acclimated to just expecting a twist sometimes and expecting, okay, so this is where this is probably going. This is probably about to be the explanation for this. And just when you think you've got that figured out on Buffy, they oftentimes sort of switch it up on you again. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, I just like the overall vibe of this episode. It felt like you said, a total monster of the week. Like, you know, I mean, it was definitely really its own thing while still kind of contributing to the overall setup of things, like you said. But it was just a fun, nice little one-off episode that I feel like was, I don't know, kind of easygoing in a way. Like, it's the type of episode I feel like you could just easily throw on for like background noise or something and you were just going about your day, you know? I don't know. I just kind of liked the overall sort of vibe to it and everything.
Yeah, I like the tone of this episode too. it really it really felt pretty interesting. And I thought they were gonna like reintroduce the military again, but I'm kind of like glad that they didn't.
Yeah, they took a bit of a step away from that. Um, well, what else happened this episode? They had the Parker character, and of course
Yeah.
the Kathy character, who now we know was a demon. But what did you think of Parker character? Do you think anything will come of him, or
Yeah, something might come out of him. Like he might circle back to Buffy, chat her up a little bit if he's a gentleman.
yeah, makes
Buffy
sense.
might give him the time of day.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Do you have any predictions, like in terms of who might be a replacement for Angel, since they've already shown Buffy meeting a few new people? I know one of them already died, but like
Yeah.
I mean, she's been encountering like the guy in the last episode in the library or whatever. This dude Parker, is that everybody so far? Seems like they have had a few scenes where Buffy was meeting some guy or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Angel's role is going to be hard to fill for Buffy.
Yeah, Angel and Buffy were pretty serious
Yeah, that was a pretty intense relationship.
for sure.
I don't think her new relationship will be anything like Buffy. I think what season 4 is teaching me that everything is different now.
Yeah.
The library is different. Buffy's room is different. I mean, like how they get food is different. Like they're not just getting it from the cafeteria anymore. Now they're getting it from the university lunchroom or whatever cafe.
Yeah. Yeah, the way they just have to completely go about doing their work and everything is different. It's pretty cool. And I wonder is she always on college campus now? Does she still patrol like in the cemeteries and stuff? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Huh.
Also, she has to meet Giles either at the school or she has to meet him at his place
Yeah.
or at some other location that they can go to. So
Yeah.
there's that. That library really is affecting the whole dynamic of it. Like I feel like they're gonna have to play with new ways of how they're supposed to meet, and I feel like that's gonna be something that's probably gonna have to find its groove.
So that'll be it for this one. This was Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 4, episode 2, Living Conditions. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Head on over to Patreon for the full uncut reaction way ahead of the YouTube schedule. And until next time, I'm Anthony,
And I'm Kylan.
and we'll see you all later.